Hey, it's Mike Colleen again at crackthefemalecode.com. You can go ahead and buy my book now. It is on sale, more than 50% off, and I'm giving you the bonus section and something I just finished and redid about 5 or 6 days ago. It's a very simple guide on how to understand when a woman's attracted to you. I'm calling it Mike Colleen's Sex and Attraction Signals. It's right down there. Click on crackthefemalecode.com or go to crackthefemalecode.com. And remember, follow me right now on subscribe. Click the subscribe button. It's going to be the best way for you to get this information for free. Follow-up tips, my seminars and workshops, okay? All right, now I'm going to finish the follow-up on Andrew and the whole dominance thing, There's a couple things I want to say. All right, number one, like I said before, what it's not. It's not about dominating a woman. It's not about dominating other guys. If you feel like you have to go around and pushing guys around, you are displaying beta male stuff. That is beta. Higher level guys usually aren't muscular, like the presidents of countries and leaders. They're usually smaller guys. They're using a different part of their brain to lead. And that's what I teach in my course. And I keep talking about social skills, social power, and social influence, okay? It's not about the male way of using power. It's the opposite form of power, which to the male is very foreign and odd and weird in the beginning. But once they learn it, they're like, oh, that's not what I thought. And then you'll see how people respond to you differently. That's what my course is about, okay? And again, it's not about manipulation. It's not about tricks, about nothing. It's about something you're doing with yourself, something you're creating with yourself. That, again, it's something I condition into you hour after hour after hour, okay? Now here, I said it's not about dominating a woman or other people. This is more what it's about. I'll give you an example. If a woman can jerk you around, she has no respect for you. Women are looking for guys who are self-led, who think for themselves, and I'll teach you what that actually means. It's not about outthinking other people. That's not thinking for yourself. That's you caught up in this mental game, and you're not even conscious. You're just completely oblivious, you're just trying to argue and fight with everyone. That's beta male stuff. That's like that whole fighting and arguing. It could be verbal, it could be physical, it could be mental. That's all beta male stuff, okay, when you're doing that, all right? So I don't even like the word alpha male. I freaking hate that word because most people, number one, they don't understand what it means. They think it's this egotistical thing when actually it's really I would rather use the word consciousness, all right? So if a woman, and they'll test you, can jerk you around verbally or mentally or physically. Women, there's all these games, and I'll teach you what's going on. What I have found is guys that were raised better with healthy self-esteem, self-respect, that is what most guys with low self-esteem think is a jerk. Oh, well, he's not kissing. Basically, just say it. Well, he's not bowing down to her. He's not whining. He's not showing his submissiveness and that she's a goddess. That's not what a woman's looking for. So a guy comes along whose mom raised him to not let women jerk him around, to have self-respect, to have boundaries, healthy boundaries, okay? Lower self-esteem guys who try to beg their way into a woman's pants or beg their way through life, they're like, oh, what's he doing? He said no to her. Well, he didn't like what she did. We all have the right to have our own space and our own boundaries. I'm not going to hammer on that anymore. I'm kind of going into the course right now. But I think you get the point of that. So I'm going to go to something really quick here. Again, what dominant means, it's not about controlling other people. It's about being in charge of yourself. Let's see. I got a ton of notes here. Sorry. All right. This is what I wanted to say. Okay. Here's one thing that Andrew does very, very well. And I'm going to be really honest. He took me to another level on this one piece. I was doing it pretty well once I learned it. But when I met this guy, I was like, whoa, because he's like over the top. He's like the extreme level. He talks really loud. He gets in your face. But one thing you have to learn, if you want to talk to women, do not lean forward into her ear because the music's too loud, or whisper something because it's kind of weird. It's like, that's what I mean by social influence or social awareness. Social awareness is social influence. If you're whispering in someone's ear in a crowded place, people are like, what's he talking shit about me? What's so secret? It's rude. All right, and it makes her feel kind of like, what's he doing? This is creepy. Because you don't know her. You just met her. So what do? You talk louder, and I mean really loud. And that's what Andrew finally got me to. Now, did he say it? No. Did he teach it to me? No. I just watched this guy, and just being around him, I started to raise my voice. All right? Just naturally, without even thinking about it. So I talk a lot louder. When you're at clubs, it's actually socially appropriate to have space between you and the girl or your friends and buddies and talk louder. All right? And I'm probably talking too loud. Acoustics in here. There's no music going on. So the point I'm trying to say is that's what's socially appropriate. If you think leaning forward and talking into a girl's ear is appropriate, someone you met an hour ago, half hour ago, 15 minutes ago, that's wrong. She's going, you're invading my physical space. I don't know you. Look around. No one else is doing that. And that is a huge part of social awareness. Be aware of how people are at this party, at this club. Because every room, even in the same building, the same home, will have a different, we use the word vibe or personality. Technically, the scientific word, psychology word is rapport. This room might be louder and talking faster, and this room might be loud, but it's talking a little bit slower. Gain rapport. I will teach you a master technique on how to gain rapport. It's the NLP secret of secrets, and they don't teach it to you. What else? I'm going to leave it at that because this is really just a follow-up on that, and this has already gone too long. But subscribe, and you'll get a lot more tips on how to meet women more appropriately in a way that makes her feel comfortable, that makes you feel comfortable. Okay, that's probably the biggest thing all my clients will say after they've taken my courses is they always say, I just feel so comfortable around women now. Like, I don't know why I was so nervous before. Well, I'm going to teach you how to speak her language. They're literally speaking a different language. They don't understand you. This is why you're uncomfortable, because there's not rapport. You're doing this, and you might feel it, but not constantly go, what's going on here? Why don't I feel comfortable? And she's getting irritated. She's getting pissed. The male linear language, which is very narrow, irritates the shit out of women. And this is what guys try. They try to be more linear, more like this. And hey, what's up? It actually pisses women off. And it makes them go, whoa. And they find a reason to get out and walk away. Oh, I got a headache. I got to go home. If you're hearing I got a headache, or my stomach's upset, or I'm tired now, you linearized, left brain, logical brained her to death. And remember, her mating system's in her right brain. I'm going to teach you how to open up to your right brain so you can help her relax, feel comfortable with you, and speak in a way that, number one, she understands you. Number two, it melts her heart. Which, number three, leads to romance, romantics, and sex. Okay? All right, that's it. And if you're married, yes, this course was designed for you. The sad part, as I said before, most of my clients that are married come to me after they've gotten divorced. Don't do that. Don't wait till you're divorced. If you're having problems, hell, if you're not having problems, take the course. Guarantee you will see what it is that a woman wants for you. Right now, she's probably being very patient for a year or two, 5 years. She's probably getting sick and tired of it. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. And remember, crackthefemalecode.com. See you soon.